Today's sun is nice and bright. As you can see, it's covering everything. And today we'll be reading a book called The Soccer Mom from Outer Space. And as always, before we do that, we're going to go over some vocabulary. One of the words that we'll be going over is the word alien. Alien has 3 syllables and it is a being from another planet. Now, some may believe in aliens, some may not. Your choice, whatever you believe in. But in this story, there is going to be somewhat of an alien that's being talked about. Another word that we'll be going over is the word outer space. Outer space is space outside of Earth, which means this includes thousands of stars. All these pictures are outside of Earth. That's just why it says outer space. The last word is the word fortunate. It's to be lucky, and this is what it means. It doesn't have to always be lucky as in getting with money or getting whatever you want, but also to be lucky to have someone to eat with you, to have a family, and etc. To be healthy. And this is what we're going to read, The Soccer Mom from Outer Space, written by Barney Saltzberg. So we actually read a couple of books that were written by Barney Saltzberg. The other one was the one about Crazy Hair Day. And I think there was another one, which I can't really remember right now, but I'll put it up over here for you guys to take a look at. The Soccer Mom from Outer Space. Outer space, you see the soccer right here. The Soccer Mom from Outer Space by Barney Saltzberg. The night before Lena played her first soccer game, her father said it was time he told her the true story of the Soccer Mom from Outer Space. Is this going to be like the time you told me the true story of the tap dancing potato that comes if the tooth fairy is on vacation? Lena asked. Not exactly, said her father. This is a story about a boy named Reuben and his mom, Mrs. Drinkwater. Hey, said Lena, this is about you and Grandma. No, her father laughed. It's a story about another boy named Reuben Drinkwater and his mom. So from this you can tell that his name is also Reuben, right? When Reuben Drinkwater joined the Atomic Pickles soccer team, his mom started acting as she were from outer space. Reuben had never thought of his mom as an alien before. After all, he had known her since he was born. If his mom were green with 2 heads and tentacles, he would have noticed. It would have been hard to miss if she walked through walls or communicated with the head alien back on her home planet through a toaster. So this is what he's thinking about right now. At Reuben's first soccer game, his mom started out pretty quiet. A little hoo here and a little hoo there. He didn't really pay much attention. But sometime during the second half, while Reuben was dribbling the ball down the field, Mrs. Drinkwater started to screaming. She sounded like a human siren. Woo, woo, woo. When Reuben realized that his mom was making all that noise, he tripped and fell on the grass. Uh-oh. I've never seen you act like that before, Reuben said later. It was an exciting game, said Mrs. Drinkwater. It was embarrassing, Reuben told her. Oh, honey, she said, don't be embarrassed. Everyone falls down. Reuben decided his mom was acting as if she came from outer space because it was his first game. He figured she'd calm down by the next time he played. The following week, Mrs. Drinkwater came to the game wearing a giant pickle hat. Isn't this great? What are my friends going to say to that when they see it? Reuben asked. Oh, they'll have their own hats, his mom answered. Before Reuben could tell her that he didn't think anyone would want to wear a hat like hers, she started cheering. My son Reuben's number 4. He can kick and he can score. Go Pickles! When the game was over, Mrs. Drinkwater skipped across the field. This is Mrs. Drinkwater right here with her giant pickle hat. Reuben watched his mom closely during the week. She's acting like her old normal self, he thought. There is definitely something about my soccer games that makes her act like an alien. So he's trying to find out why she's always acting like that when she's playing the games. Ruben was right. His mom came to the next game looking like a giant cheerleading pickle. Everyone stared at her. Mom, Ruben whined. None of the other parents are dressed like you. Oh, I know, honey, Mrs. Drinkwater said. Not everyone is as fortunate as you. So she's saying not everyone's as lucky as he is because other parents aren't dressing up. Before Ruben can say anything else, his mom started shouting, Everybody up! Get on your feet! The atomic pickles can't be beat! Then Ruben heard voices chanting over and over again, Go Pickles, mean and green, best ball players you've ever seen! And as you can see, all the other parents are also cheering along with her. How would you feel if I came to your office and acted like a cheerleader? Ruben said to his mother after the game. Great idea, honey, said Mrs. Drinkwater. I could make you a little outfit and you could dress up like a computer. That night, Ruben found his mom practicing her cheerleading in the hall. I wanted to surprise you, said Mrs. Drinkwater. That's okay, Ruben told her. I don't want any more surprises. In fact, all I want is for you to stop acting like the soccer mom from outer space. Do you think that just because I get excited when you play I'm an alien? Mrs. Drinkwater asked. You sure act like one at my games, said Ruben. I suppose I could stop if that's really what you want, Mrs. Drinkwater said. Ruben looked relieved. Okay. Are you sure you want me to stop? His mom asked. Yes, he said, I'm sure. Are you really sure? Mrs. Drinkwater asked him again. Yes, Ruben said, I'm really sure. Are you really, really? Mom, Ruben shouted, I just want you to act like the other parents. Okay, said Mrs. Drinkwater, if that's what you really want. When they got to the next game, none of the other parents were there yet. The atomic pickle stared at Ruben's mom. The coach wanted to know where her pickle outfit was. I asked her not to wear it, Ruben told him. But she's our biggest fan, one of the atomic pickles moaned. My mom? Asked Ruben. Don't you think she acts like a soccer mom from outer space? Of course we do, the whole team shouted. The more your mom cheers, the coach said, the better the team plays. So the team is actually telling him that his mom is actually helping out. Just then, Ruben saw what looked like a giant green spaceship coming in their direction. Maybe my mom really is an alien, Ruben thought for a second. It's a blimp, the coach shouted. The team cheered at the sight of their parents dressed as giant cheerleading pickles, waving pom-poms inside the blimp. So these are the other parents. Ruben laughed. I guess I did say I wanted you to be like the other parents. That's good, said his mom. Now we can all act like aliens and you won't be embarrassed anymore. So this was the plan that the mom thought of because the Ruben was kind of embarrassed by his mom, sorry. Then Ruben, his mom, and the rest of the atomic pickles joined in as dozens of giant pickles danced across the field, chanting, A soccer mom, a soccer dad. It's not so weird, it's not so bad. You see them cheering every place. They act like they're from outer space. AP, I guess that represents atomic pickles. And that, said Lena's father, is the true story of the soccer mom from outer space. I like this story better than the one about tap dancing potatoes, said Lena. But I don't think anyone's parents would act so weird just because of a soccer game. Well, said Lena's father, you'd be surprised. But right now, I think you should get some sleep since tomorrow's your big day. The next morning, Lena was getting ready for her first soccer game. And so was her family. Go Galactic Grapes! And that's the end of the story. So we're going to start with some questions. Today is going to be a little different. You'll see why. Number 1, who are the main characters of the story? Is it A, Ruben, B, Mrs. Drinkwater, or C, all of the above? Give you some time to think about that. Alright, let's go over it. The answer should be C, all of the above. The main characters were Ruben and his mom, where they go around and around about being embarrassed, but at the end they still figured it out, didn't they? Number 2, what happened when Ruben realized that it was his mom screaming at the soccer game? In the first soccer game, what happened? A, Ruben won the game. B, Ruben tripped and fell. C, Ruben lost the game. Give you some time to figure that out. Alright, the answer should be B. Ruben tripped and fell. And that's the first time, right? He wasn't used to it. He thought his mom was acting a little weird. Number 3. What was the problem in the story? Was it A. Ruben is embarrassed, his mom acts like an alien at his soccer games. B. Ruben doesn't want to play soccer with his mom there. Or C. Ruben is trying to find out when his mom came from outer space. So these are kind of lengthy, but I want you to think about it and let me know what you get as your answer. Alright, let's go over it. The answer is A. Ruben is embarrassed his mom acts like an alien from outer space, and that really affected him because the other parents didn't dress up like she did, nor did they cheer like she did. Number 4, how was the problem solved? Was it A. Ruben's mom got a blimp and there were people dressing up as giant pickles, which were the parents? B. Ruben stopped feeling embarrassed after he realized how much his mom helps the team? Or C, all of the above? Give you some time to think about that one. Alright, the answer should be C, all of the above. Ruben's mom got a blimp because Ruben didn't want the mom cheering like how she does and act more normal like the other parents. So instead, he decided to get the parents to do what she was doing before so then Ruben would be more comfortable with her cheering with her pickle outfits. And at last, this is something that you can do if you want. The question is, if you were to dress up in a costume to cheer for someone, what would you be? Draw a picture on a piece of paper and color it in. And that's the end of the story. I hope you liked it. Stay safe and see you next time.